Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Rizwan Safdar, and in this video I am going to discuss about the improving interface of Women University Swabi. So now we are moving towards the content of the video. In contents, first of all, we have the heuristic evaluation. In this section I have detailed evaluated the website of the Women University, and after the discussing the heuristic evaluation, the next section is website redesigning. In this section I have redesigned the interface of university website and try to improve the interface by adding some features which were lack in the existing website of the university. So after the redesigning of the interface of the university website, I sent my this redesigning work to my class fellow, whose name is Rimla Parvez, for the heuristic evaluation of my new design of the interface. And after that, at the end, we have this last section, but not least, self-critique. So first of all, we are moving towards the heuristic evaluation. As we know that heuristic evaluation contains 10 key points on the basis of any website can be evaluated. So first of all, we have the visibility of system status. In this point, the interface should present the overall system status, that what is going on throughout the website. So in this check, the system status of system should be overall easy. In this existing interface, the system of status of the system is overall easily visible to the users, and the information is easily understandable. The system status is easily visible to all visitors. There is no hidden menu in the university website, and as in this attached picture, that the visibility of system is easily defined by normal breadcrumb design. In this way, a user or visitor can easily identify its current location, that where he is currently placed on the university website. So that's a good thing, that the visibility of the system status is much prominent in this existing interface. So that's why this severity level is 0. And next we have the match between system and real world. In this point, our interface should be our system should match between the real world. It means that the terminologies or language which is used in the interface should be easily understandable for the visitors. So in this case, the language used in this university website, which is University of Swabi, is easily understandable for all kind of users, and the information which is appeared in the interface is natural and logical order. The most important thing in this section, in this point, is that the icons or the terms which are used should be real world convention rather than system convention terms. So here we have severity level 0 because the language and the terminologies or icons or images which are used in the interface are easily understandable to the users. So next we have user control and freedom. In case of this university interface, everything is under user control, that user can freely surf throughout the website and he can freely navigate throughout the different pages, menus and submenus of the website. And for the easy of or for the users, there is a home icon on every page menu which is given in the as an example, that if user click on that menu then it will goes towards the home page. So that's a very good thing to understand for user. And there is no such a hidden menu in this existing interface of the university. So that's why there is again a severity level 0, which is a good thing for in the evaluation of the university interface. And next we have the consistency and standards. In the case of consistency and standard, our existing interface is overall consistent, and that the format used in the all menus and submenus of the interface are consistent and easy to understand, and overall they use a unique and simple pattern throughout the interface, including its submenus or sub pages. But in case of standards, the existing interface of the university lacks some points. For example, in the attached picture, that there is a email ID which are given for for any assistance for help, but it is not underlined, which is not a standard way of presenting a hyperlink. So it should be underlined. So in case of standards, this existing interface lacks some properties. But in redesign interface which I have redesigned, I overcome these flaws to increase the usability of the interface. So the problems which I have pointed out in case of consistency and standard in the existing interface, that website did not maintain any kind of record for anyone. This is a read-only website. No one can enter its data, or the system can't take any kind of input from any user. And no online applications are entertained for anyone. No one can create its account. So that's why, due to these problems, and so its severity level is 3. So coming up next, in redesigning interface, you will see that I have tried to overcome these problems and fix them. And in recommendations, we have the online applications should be entertained. Site should maintain the student record. So the next point of heuristic evaluation is error prevention. In the existing interface of the University of Swabi, this check was not applicable, but in the redesign interface, I have introduced that this check, the system will help to users how to prevent from errors. So next we have recognition rather than recall. In this check, we generally as it is defined by its name, that recognition rather than call, that the icons, pictures, or terms which are used in the interface should be very easily understandable at very first sight. We should not try to recall from our mind that what this thing stand for, what is the mean of this particular thing. So in the existing interface, this check is already fulfilled, that all the icons and terminologies and the pictures which are used in the interface are easily recognizable, rather than recall them, or rather than to how to we can recognize them. So that's why the severity level is 0. And next we have flexibility and efficiency of use. In existing interface, the interface is already much flexible and efficient for all type of users, that visitor can easily navigate throughout the website and easily can surf throughout the different pages and do whatever he wants. So that's the flexibility which is already exists in the interface. All the information provided by the website should be accurate and efficient, and in this particular case the information which is provided is already accurate and easily downloadable, and we can easy to assess them. Hence the severity level is again 0, which is a good thing about this check. And next we have the aesthetic and minimalist design. The interface is already minimal and user friendly, and overall it is simple and aesthetic. There is no unnecessary data. As we can see, different institute websites now contains different type of ads and any social marketing, but in this case this website is free from all type of unnecessary data, so which is good thing about this website. Hence again there is a 0 severity level. And next we have the help users to recognize, diagnose and recover from error. In the existing interface of the website, this check was not applicable, because this website was only a read only website. The interface was not taking any kind of type of data from the user. But in the redesigning interface, you can further, we are going to discuss him later, that I have worked on it, that the system will help users with recognize and diagnosing from the errors. And at last we have the help and documentation in heuristic evaluation. The existing interface provides contact numbers, email addresses for users to contact the administration for any query, which is very helpful, that in case of any query the visitor can easily contact with the administration. So in the attached picture you can see that there is the address given of the university and email ID and phone number for dealing any type of queries. And further, there are frequently asked questions are already given in the interface of the university for the new applicant, so which is very helpful for the new user which wants to take admission in the university. So the problem which is existing in the existing interface was that there was no such facility for user, that user can't search his specific perspective to what he wants to search, but he have to find them by surfing the website, and so that was the problem in the existing interface, that there was no such searching facility. So that's why I given him a severity level 2. So in recommendations, that there should a search tab for the facility of users. Okay. in redesigning the interface which has been redesigned by me, I have given a search tab for the users in which he can easily search his specific perspective. Now we are going towards our second section of the video, which is website redesigning. That the new interface which is designed by me. So here we go. Yeah. There is a majority of the menus which are pre-existing in the interface. But there are much new things that I have added to its interface to improve its usability. First of all, at the top, there was I have including a search menu bar, which was missing in our existing interface. In the place of search bar, in previous existing interface, there was a Google search. There was a Google search tab, but which was a broken link and was not working efficiently. So I placed that Google search with the search bar, that a user want to search anything from the university website interface can easily type on the search bar and go to on its specific search tab. So we can see that when we click on the search bar, user will type his search perspective and press enter, and the system will provide him a message that here is your search result regards his what type of result or what type of search he wants to search. Now we are going towards the main home page to back, clicking on logo or clicking on this home page, and yeah, here we go, we are back on our home page. After that, the new thing I have added in this existing interface, in the new interface, that I have added up an admission menu that was missing in the existing interface. So we can see that how it works. For example, a student want to take admission, then what he wants, then he will click on the admissions. It will go on the particular admission subpage, and the interface will give him three options to the visitor, that he wants to take admission in graduate programs, MPhil programs or PhD programs. For example, a student wants to take admission in graduate programs, he will simply click on the graduate program, yeah, and he will came to admission online form. Here he can select the program from this tab, and then he can select menu. He will enter name, entry, and then he will enter the email, and then he enter the password, and again confirm password, and he will submit. Yeah. In this way, the system will give him an error message that please enter the correct email address. In this way, our system is helping users in diagnosing problems, in recovering them, and assisting the users to how to overcome these problems or what type of email address he should enter. So in example, that a student should enter an email address in an standard format, which is given that his email ID name and @ and then domain. So in this way, the system is helping users in helping and recovering from errors. After providing him email address in standard form, the user will click on submit, and the system will provide him a notice with that application submitted successfully, that the task which is the task which has visitor provided that has successfully the application has been submitted successfully. So that was the new feature which has been added by me. So if a user wants to go to home page back, then he will simply click on the home page button or logo. And next we have which I have added in this new design, that I have provided the hyperlinks in a standard form by underlining them, so which was bad part in standards of the Heuristic evaluation. I give him in a standard way to how to express the hyperlinks, and then after that I have worked on CDC. In previous existing system, the CDC Career Development Center menu was not working, so I gave him a new design by adding some pictures and giving him a community services link, and then I fixed it. And after adding these type of redesigning features in the university existing interface, I sent my this redesigning work to my group mate Rimla Parvez, and he gave me 2 recommendations that I apply on my interface. The first recommendation was on clicking on university logo, visitor should move to home page, and I work on it that whenever user clicks on the home page, it will go to logo. Whenever user click on logo, then the user will go to home page. After submitting the online application, and the second recommendation which I accepted and work on that after submitting the online application for admissions, student can log in to check its status. Check its status. So I have worked on that. And whenever a student can log in to its status, then he will after submitting the online application for admission, student can log in to check its status. And that was the main recommendation which is accepted by me, and that was good and in redesigning of my interface. So here is the example of the first that whenever a visitor click on the university logo, then it will go to home page. It is in working. So next, the recommendation which I accepted by my group mate was a login form, that student can log in to its to check its status, admission status, and moreover whatever he wants to check its status. So in not accepted response to heuristic evaluation, that my group mate said that visibility of system is not clearly visible, but I not accept this recommendation, that visibility of system is already prominent on all pages of the website in breadcrumb design, which is show the position of the visitor. As you can see in the image I have attached, that there is a normal breadcrumb design which shows the position of the visitor on any page or sub pages of the interface. At last, we have the self-critique, that overall I tried my best to improve the interface of the website, as there is no such thing as complete perfection as a human being. That every time there is a chance of improvement with the passage of time, and by introducing the new technologies and terminologies, that every time there will be a chance of improvement. But yes, I can, due to limitation of time, I can't work on LMS. I can add up our LMS for the students, which will be a good facility for students and teachers to facilitate them. Thanks. So that was for my side. Hope so you like this video, and Jazakallah.